Morning. God's way of loving his children is conviction. When you're settling for something less than fullness in him, he will convict you. And that's how I see it today. This weekend I had, especially this morning, I had some conviction. And I want to call this naked and unashamed. So, two things. I was at a baby shower yesterday, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm talking to a man, an older man. His name's Joe, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and my phone alert goes off, and I pick it up, and I start scrolling through. It was like a Facebook post or something that was on there. And he got up and left. Didn't think too much about it at the time. And then later, my wife and I were watching a show on TV, and commercial comes on, and we're both looking at our phone. And this morning, it was just this conviction, and it's me that I've made my phone into an idol. And so God's love, his conviction, is saying, man, I've got more for you than that. The reason why I'm calling it naked and unashamed is the reality of how it was in the garden. Was there was just this knowing. And we settle for these shallow relationships, either through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. And I'm guilty of it. And God wants more for me, wants more for you than that. The reality of it is who knows what was going on inside this man's heart. You know, he's sitting there talking to me, and I pick up my phone when I hear an alert. Just the conviction of saying, who knows where that conversation would have gone, but it didn't even get a chance because of where I am with my phone. So conviction is saying, I'm not going to settle for that anymore. In situations like that, my phone's not going to be a part of it or a distraction or anything. I want to get to know people deeply rather than that inch deep connection that we get through social media. It could be used for good, and I'm still going to continue to use it to encourage and that type of thing, but I'm not going to be owned by it. So for me, it's about putting the phone down and being naked and unashamed of getting into those deeper relationships, those deeper talks, instead of settling for something less. Because we're all searching for that connection. We are created in the image of God, and he is community. And we're searching for that community, but we settle for something so far less. So for me, the conviction is his love coming to me and saying, man, in the shower, it was as clear as could be. He gave me those two visions. And the reality of it is that I don't want to settle for that. And I need some change in my life. So anyway, God bless y'all today. I hope you can experience the fullness of relationship with God and with others. This whole thing is about us loving God with all of our heart, with all of our mind, with all of our soul, and loving our neighbor as ourselves. But we can't do that in these shallow ways. It's meant to be by being known and by knowing. It's almost a self-protection, is staying in that little shallow place so we don't have to be naked, right? But in the reality of it is that that's what he's kind of calling us back into. Is not kind of, he is, into that wholeness, into that fullness of life in relationship with one another and with him. Anyway, God bless y'all.